let's get into a couple of things. Then I've got DSP. I've got Schaub. By the way, the Schaub thing is very serious.
It's serious this time?
There's doxing allegations.
Oh.
And you get caught doxing,
Man.
you're off of Patreon.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You could be off of YouTube. He's connected to some doxing allegations. And again, it all stems from this dumb motherfucker's inability to just stop reading criticism on Reddit. He goes onto the Fighter and the Kid Reddit page, and it's all people who are making fun of him all of the time. Every post is how stupid he is.
Well,
and he won't stop reading it and clicking on people and gathering 300-page dossiers on these motherfuckers. They're a bunch of douches on the internet. Number one, this show doesn't have a lot of douches that come after it.
not a lot.
You know why? Because we don't act like we're better than our audience, and we don't talk down to them, and we don't tell them they're shitty if they don't like us. Matter of fact, if they say, I just found this show, I think you guys are shit, we're like, you know what? I get it.
You know,
give
we're
it a
not
little,
for you.
Give it a little while. You'll be. How many of our biggest fans started as, the show fucking sucks?
All of them.
All of them.
Everyone.
Everyone here started as, I fucking hate you guys.
Well, I just don't know why he looks into it so much, because that's just part of the territory when you become somebody who's an online personality.
And then you end up stepping in your own shit, because now you got one of your guys, one of your bros is accused of doxing one of your Redditors. You doxing the haters. Was it worth it? I mean, this could bring the whole thing crumbling down. And why? Because you're too sensitive? He's going to a therapist to deal with his Reddit haters. Come on, man. Get a hold of yourself.
Go to the therapist to deal with daddy being better than you in every way.
Yeah, your dad owns your company. You're flying by, buddy. You got what's called a safety net. You're going to be fine. CB12B10 says someone should post this video in his subreddit. You guys want to just do Brendan now and we'll cut this up?
You might as well. You kind of teased it enough.
All right, we'll throw this up for the homeless cats there at PF Chang's. You don't know that, do you?
No, I don't.
I become hip to all this Reddit shit way too late. The homeless cats are the people who occupy Brendan's subreddit, the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. They call themselves the homeless cats.
Wow.
And they say that they all work at PF Chang's, that they're all waiters at PF Chang's.
Goals.
It's fucking hilarious. I love it. I just love that little community. All right, so let's start the Brendan Schaub stuff with this fucking lunatic. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe
God.
somebody who knows a little something about Brendan and his lore can tell me what this is.
He looks like a winner.
I don't know who this guy is, but apparently they say the title of this video is Brendan Schaub's intern threatened to dox the haters on Reddit. Now, there is a better solution to this haters on Reddit issue.
What's that? Tell us.
Don't read it.
That's the thing, man. People are going to talk bad about you sometimes. You don't want to know about it. Just stop reading it.
I've been a member of the Fighter and the Kid subreddit for maybe 10 days. Today, if you're watching this video at any time, it's what, June 13th?
Yep.
Since about the beginning of June, I've been a member of the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. I know, and I like those guys. I know not to fuck with them. They are filthy autists who can outdig, outsmart, outthink, and outfox you because it's what they do.
It's better to be a lurker in that group, is what you're saying?
You're the Gringo Poppy guy. You don't need any more problems, all right? Everyone in the comedy world thinks you're a laughingstock, and not in a good way. Then you had the Bobby Lee thing. You don't need more people calling you a fucking idiot.
Well, then you got one of your
asshole.
guys maybe going to dox people. That's going to lose any kind of fans you have left.
That's what I'm saying. If anything, this is all a big hint to stop reading what the waiters at PF Chang's are saying. Who gives a... I love the waiters at PF Chang's, but if I'm Brendan Schaub, I don't give a fuck what they say.
I'm loving them out of principle now.
They're my favorite. I fucking love those guys. I'm putting this video. We can put this video up there. Here's what's going to happen. We'll put this video up there for him and they'll go, who's this fucking retard? Get him out of here. I don't want to. Fuck him. He sucks. Even though you're on their side.
Do you think they'll look into you now?
Yeah. Here, you know what? I'm going to preempt it. She's a beard. I'm gay. There, I haven't told anybody ever, but
It's true. I have a huge strap on.
Giant
upstairs.
dick. She actually just has a cock. She's not even trans.
That's okay now, though.
Yeah. She just has one. All right, let's watch this idiot. I don't know who he is, but he's a thing and he does stuff.
So, Casey, I just wanted to give you a little update before we go. Last week I asked a question. Will I expose this person who's the top, or one of the top, don't want to give away his position, one of the most prolific posters on the subreddit? And
you want to know what your main problem is right now, pal, and you don't even know what it is. It's
him,
the
man.
fact that you know who the fuck this guy even is to begin with.
You shouldn't need to know your trolls. You don't need to know they exist. I mean, the ones we have even. And
Yeah.
we're a tiny show. We don't look into everything about them.
Right. I know one
Don't
of
care
them's
to know.
like super autistic and obese, and he's fine.
But
Whatever.
that's where it stops, though.
Yeah, that's all I know.
I said, chime in below with your opinions. Let's democratize this process. Turns out you guys chimed in and you guys were right. I should expose him. And that's what I'm going to do. Next week, tune in to Haters Will Say. But seriously, I want to do it in a more organized, systematic way. I don't want to just be like, it's this guy. I want to give him the full attention that he deserves. The attention that, frankly, he's been giving me and my friends for a number of years over.
Dox is the rape of the internet.
Yeah, it ain't good, man.
It's like the worst thing you can do.
He's sitting out here posturing, though, like he's being a big tough guy.
You can't
That's not
force
tough,
finger
man.
anyone on the internet. So that's out. That's not a crime you're able to commit on the internet.
Correct, yeah.
You got to go offline to force finger people. So the worst thing you can do is dox somebody.
It's pretty personal.
Nobody's going to be on your side if you're doxing people, especially if your excuse is, well, they were being mean to me on Reddit.
Well, dude, even the people on your side, your fans, aren't going to be okay with that.
All right, you're going to have a lot more waiters at PF Chang's for pulling this shit. So
Lots.
not only is this guy doing it, okay, it's one thing, if I could ever forgive it, it would be if, like, heat of the moment, you had a bunch of stuff, you hit upload because you were upset. This motherfucker's signaling his punch. He's sitting here winding up like this. I'm gonna hit him.
He's blaring his warning lights right now.
He's holding it like Hulk Hogan's 10th turnbuckle punch, you know? He said, 9. 10. You know how long The Rock hangs up there with the people's elbow?
How long?
This is how long this guy's hanging out there with his dox threat.
For the course of almost 9,000 posts. So stay tuned. There will be a dramatic reveal next week. I promise you that even if the entire podcast is just me going into this person's entire life story.
This is removing all plausible deniability you ever had.
Yeah.
No, seriously, guys. I'm gonna fucking do it. Look, I know you're saying that I'm the dumbest fucking guy in the world, and this could bring the whole thing crashing down. But I'm gonna do it. I know a lot of you are thinking he won't do it, and he's just kidding. I am 100%, even if I have to take this guy's life, from when he had his circumcision to when he left the hospital, all the way to his graduation day, his first job, the first time he got his dick sucked at an Applebee's bathroom.
Jesus.
All of it's coming. Dude, leave yourself some plausible deniability room.
Well, yeah, you just put out the whole playbook for the other side to see.
In fairness, does this look like a reasonable man?
No, I wouldn't talk to that guy. No thanks.
If two guys pulled over to help me, like, push my car off to the side of the road, and it was this guy and one of the fighter and the kid subreddit people, as dingy and as autistic I think they probably look, and I say that with all due respect, guys. I'm a fan. I would pick the waiter at PF Chang's before I would pick this guy.
They seem more trustworthy.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Stifler in a 80s rock wig.
I feel like he looks like the bad guy from Better Call Saul with long gray hair.
Name and address, occupation.
Lalo?
Lalo. That's the
Lalo
one.
with
He
long
looks
hair?
like Lalo.
And then I wish Brendan Schaub was what's his name? Hamlin. Why can't I think of his name?
Howard.
I wish he was Howard.
Where he works, some of his worst posts, maybe, so you can figure out like what ethical level is this person on, and how
I'm
should
gonna
I
tell you where he works.
maybe, explain to him why he's wrong.
May I steal something else from Red Bar? Illegal.
Illegal, and the guy's not gonna care, man. Like, don't ever sit and try to tell your haters how they've screwed up.
Before you say they're not gonna care, I have another video to show you now. This asshole, it may have been this asshole. This is where I have to get into the allegedly shit.
Okay.
because this is where it gets, I don't know.
And
The accusation is that he followed through with the docs. And that one of these guys...
that is what people will care about.
I don't want to say the guy's name. It's all over the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. They're lauding this guy, this poor guy who was doxxed, like he's a fallen, martyr.
He's a hero.
Yeah. I'm not going to say his name. I don't feel he needs more people, throwing his shit out there. But here's a guy, and I want you guys to subscribe to him because he broke the whole thing down in 3 minutes, which for a show like this one is
That's
huge.
perfect.
Yeah, 3-minute clips are like, for our React stuff, that's what we live on. Anything over 3 minutes, I worry we're losing people.
Yep.
Because we pause a lot, we comment, we come from the Opie and Anthony and Red Bar School of Watching shit. Those are our influences, so. But
Keep it
this guy's name is Comedy Enforcement. I want to put his channel in the
and look at me when I tell
stop
you.
it. I want to put his link in the chat just so, I told him I would. There you go. This is, I asked him if we could use this in his comment section.
That was good of you.
His name's Comedy Enforcement. He's got 896 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him to 1,000 before the end of this show tonight. But he did this video called Brendan Schaub Doxing Redditors, Lawsuit Coming. It's getting dicey. Very funny little Brendan Schaub clip there. Let's watch this guy. Let's find out what happened with this doxing issue. This could be big trouble if it gets traced back to the old ThicccBoy.
Okay, let's get into it. This could be really, really bad for Brendan Schaub, okay? But first, let me just say this.
This video is brought to you by Postmates. That'd be funny as fuck if this guy's just like, let me just say this. When you're mailing it in like I am right now, mail it in with stamps.com.
Oh, that's awesome.
This allegedly, because there's no proof, there's no evidence, so we'll see what happens.
Attaboy.
But this is what went down. 2 days ago, Mark Hardley
That's what that guy looks like.
What is that?
You know what he looks like? He looks like one of those terrible pickup YouTubers. Like one of those guys who does pickup channels.
Oh, pickup trucks?
And no.
Oh, pickup. I don't live on the internet. Many apologies.
P.F. Chang's is watching, bitch. You can't look stupid right now.
Sorry, all the homeless cats at P.F.
Oh,
Chang's.
Jesus Christ. Her first introduction to the waiters at P.F. Chang's.
I don't live here.
the
Show
homeless
me instead
cats
of
get the-
beating me down.
No, like pickup. Like, you know those douchebags who tell like fat, ugly incel guys how to pick up chicks?
Got it.
They always look like him.
He's trying to look like an Adonis or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get all the ladies.
What you've got to do. And they always give shitty advice. Like, everybody knows there's no key to picking up women. It's just you talk to them, you communicate, hopefully you're funny, and you're engaging. Sometimes the reason some people like pick up advice works and it doesn't work is because some guys just don't have charisma. They're not likable. It just doesn't work. But this guy's
They're
one of those
awkward.
guys who would just take a fat guy with no charisma and goes, yeah, you just need to insult her and just act completely disinterested. Never answer your phone when she calls. Like, he looks like that kind of douchebag who'd be like, I know you want to tell her nice things and send her gifts while she's at work, but that's homo shit. What you got to do is tell her that she looks a little fat at dinner and that maybe you shouldn't have dessert.
And then
when
don't pay for dinner.
And then don't pay for dinner and go splitsies. And then tell her that that's the way that women empower themselves.
Yeah.
Then when she calls you, don't answer. Or answer and hang up. And then she'll call again, you don't answer. That's how you create demand.
Don't call her back for 3 days.
He looks like if like Dietrich Bader did sketches in the 90s and did a shitty pickup artist sketch, it would be this guy.
I just can't believe that's a real person.
It is.
That looks like
Let's find out about
This
it.
is what went down. 2 days ago, Mark Hardley, or Brendan Schaub's assistant,
Mark hardly going to be working for Brendan Schaub anymore. Sorry.
hardly a presence on the internet.
a show on the ThicccBoy network called Haters Will Say, ended the video.
By the way, nothing says I'm not obsessed with haters, bro, like having a show about haters. I gave one of my interns a show just to talk about haters, but I don't care about the haters, B.
Haters will say anything to get your attention.
Haters will say exactly what the comedy community says. Brendan Schaub sucks and isn't funny.
They will say everything we've all been thinking.
Yes.
Last podcast.
But haters will say everything Brendan thinks deep down before he goes to bed at night.
His deepest insecurities.
In a very, very interesting way. I'm not going to play the clip, but you can easily go and find it. It's his last episode. I don't know why it's still up, but if you scroll to the end,
Yeah, no kidding.
I love this guy. I don't know why it's still up.
He's spot on. If you had any kind of brains, you'd take that down before you get trashed for it.
Because what we're hearing, again, is that guy did get doxxed.
Yeah.
Someone did find out where he worked. People did call his work. This guy.
Oh, my God.
Whether or not it was Schaub's people, we don't know, but they were the only ones threatening it.
That's too bad.
It's like the last 2 or 3 minutes of the video. You can see what he says, and essentially he goes into how next week he's going to expose one of the top posters in his subreddit, in the Fighter and the Kid subreddit, and he's going to talk about his work, his address, and all this stuff, which is, it's insane.
That's grimy.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's the dumbest thing you can do. It's like you're planning an Ocean's 11 type heist.
Yeah.
But you go on a podcast beforehand and you make sure that you invite all the police and you go, and here's how we're going to do it. One guy's going to drop in through the ceiling. The other guy's going to distract the security by pretending to be drunk and wander into the wrong area, like Bruce Wayne in Batman versus Superman when he's at Lex Luthor's house.
Well, and again, he's like coming off as like, oh, I'm pulling a tough guy move here. I'll show him, I'll tell him when he's done wrong.
Mark hardly using any of those synapses firing in his brain.
Man, you are so stupid.
What? It was just a pun. Oh.
No, not you.
Mark hardly getting the joke over here.
It's freaking wild, okay? So, but that was 2 days
Could you
ago.
imagine that? Brendan Schaub has a guy working for him who's not very intelligent.
Can't imagine. God, why would you, if you're Brendan Schaub's father, why would you allow your son to run one of your companies?
I don't know.
Why would you ever do such a thing?
His dad apparently very intelligent in business. This is his one blind spot, is his son. But maybe one of the rules for working for Brendan Schaub is you can't have more functioning brain cells than he does.
Is he an only child?
That's an interesting question.
Because if he is, I can see maybe why his dad's got a soft spot.
Don't you go doxing him.
Of course not.
Nothing really happened until 10 hours ago. This guy posted this on the subreddit. Apparently, from what he is saying, he was doxxed and people actually came to his work and harassed him and did all this stuff, which is mind-blowing.
Right, that people actually enjoy the fighter and the kid that much that they would actually do that. That's the part that just drives me insane.
That is troubling.
I mean, I feel bad for this guy that he got doxxed and everything, but how about the fact that there are actually people who I enjoy that show unironically and would actually go support it by going to some asshole's work?
Yeah, can you imagine even being put up to something like that?
Dude, when we do videos on Brendan, and there are, like, it gets 80 to 90% thumbs up. Like, it's almost, especially for shitting on somebody, it's universally enjoyed. But there are once in a while guys who will comment, like, dude, Brendan's done more in his life. I'm like, I'm waiting for the joke when people write that. I'm like, when's this guy going to say, like, new boot goofing?
Right, new boots. There's everything that he has done has, like, an asterisk behind it. He doesn't even own his business.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing because, guys, come on. It's all fun and games, talk smack, have a back and forth. But once you take it to the more personal level and start talking about people's personal life and revealing information like that, bro, why? There's no need for that. There's no need for that. Come on. So that is clearly crossing the line without a doubt. So let's go over what the post said. Max Spitfire here. Yes, it's true. I was doxxed in the Cat's Patreon pit by BJL. Then Littlefoot's Sicko fans proceeded to harass me at my workplace. What he did was in fact illegal and detestable on a human level. Sadly for him, my boss is as feline as it gets.
Fucking, is that a homeless cat
It's
reference?
a homeless cat's reference.
God damn it, you guys are wonderful.
Yeah.
Those beautiful bastards on that goddamn subreddit.
Being a homeless cat doesn't sound so bad.
I want to be a homeless. Am I a homeless cat yet?
No.
I want to be a waiter
You're
at
too
PF
new.
Chang's.
You're a homeless kitten.
All right.
Happened to me. I lawyered up
I'm a
with
queer.
the beast litigators to fight back. I ask you to not engage with him in any way. Don't give him a reason to destroy this beautiful place I helped build. I will be back. Edit. I know you all
we don't need to read the whole thing. Is okay?
Too long, did not read.
I won't know it for at least a year from now. Any fundraising campaigns are fake. Don't donate.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about the loss. You know, he's going to sue. He wants to find out who did this, and don't worry about it because when you sue, usually your lawyer's not going to take any money until it's over. He's either going to take a piece or he's going to charge you if you lose, or some places don't take money unless you win. So
It's just what a low blow with the doxing thing. Like when you're on the internet, it's all fair game. People get to talk smack about you if they want to.
right.
To take it that seriously, literally to have a show called Haters Will Say.
Right.
That is
what better way
crazy.
to show that the haters get to you
God, that is insane.
than to
man.
have a hater-oriented show? I mean, Brendan, my biggest problem with Brendan is that he is nowhere near as smart as he happened to think he is.
No.
I mean, it's not even close,
Dude,
intelligence-wise.
Think about this. Even if he did have a few brain cells rattling around up there, once he caught wind of somebody on his staff potentially doxing somebody,
Yeah.
like allegedly doxing someone, you'd hope that you'd encourage that guy to remove that or just do it yourself.
Yeah. Let's
That's so weird.
So we're going to put that up on YouTube. Consider it our offering to the homeless cats.
Yeah.
As our welcoming us to the neighborhood gesture. We're going to throw it up on your subreddit. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, just delete the thing. Don't call me an asshole and a piece of shit and everything
He wants
else.
to be adopted by you, please.
I just want to consider this my job application
He wants a home.
at PF Chang's.